And I'm back in. So, apologies, a million apologies to anyone that was watching. This is, of course, the third attempt. I have absolutely no idea what's going on. Hey, I ran a speed test on my computer and my phone. My ping is 3. Download speed is 500 megabytes a second. Upload is 109. There's no reason the internet should be running like a bag of shit, but clearly it is. So I can only apologise. It could be my fault. It might be YouTube's fault. There's no way to know for sure. Yeah, blame YouTube. To be fair, I've run a speed test on my phone and on my computer whilst I was offline, and there's no reason that absolutely no reason it shouldn't be working. Everything in my house is working absolutely fine, but YouTube has just been a annoyance. But anyway, I'm here. So, Chris, I need your gamer tag, please, or at the very least, I need to find you in. Need to find you to invite you to this wing. Blood Helsing. Are you currently in open at Ito Orbital? Right. Okay. Your screen's going to go blank while I add you to my friends list. Right, so I have got one taker, PSJ Projects. You're the next one, and last but not least, let's just put you. Sorry, you can't see what I'm doing here. You're just going to hear some typing. And Commander Jack White as well. So there we go. We've got our 3 lucky commanders for this evening. So, Commander Jack White, what is your gamer tag, please? Cosmic Thargoid. I have definitely seen that. Right, how do I add you from here? Can I add you from here? Contact. Not, no. Send friend request. Send. Right. Right, so I am in open. Right, why can I not see any of you? Just going to relog myself because I can't see any of you. And then I need... Have I got PSJ Projects gamer tag? Don't think I do. Yeah, that's... Oh, bloody stream again. Fuck's sake. Right. Thank you very much for your patience. Of course, YouTube appears to be having a mega temper tantrum this evening. Right. Right, Commander, once you have docked, if you could switch into open play, because you're currently in solo, and then I can add you to the wing, and we can start sharing these missions. It's floating around in the dock. I must have had a bad day. And PGS Projects, we are still waiting for you just to switch into open play. Right. Wing request is sent. Right, so we're all here. Fantastic. So, if anybody does not know how to accept wing missions, please say now. Yeah, you need to land first. You can't do this if you're flying about, buddy. Right, so I'm going to share the first mission, which is battle weapons. Right, so we're just now waiting on PJS to accept the invite. Not according to the wing mission. It's not showing that you've accepted. Although, to be fair, the internet has been a bit naff this evening. So, you've accepted the mission. Are you able to cash it in? Yes, yeah. If you can cash in the mission, do it now. Sorry, it doesn't normally take this long, but obviously there's so P2 just relog. So log out and back in again, and I'll reshare the mission because it's obvious it's not working, and I don't want to keep these guys here for ages. No, I think I have to. I think I have to cash it in first. So we'll give this chap chance to relog. Obviously, there's internet's not being nice to any of us this evening. It's a bit of a pain in the ass. It's a shame I can't roll it up into one giant mission. Right, so I've reshared the mission. Let me know if you accept it, please. Yes, all of the wing missions I complete by myself, so I absorb the cost of doing them because I've got a few extra credits to spare, so why not, eh? Whole point of this is helping people with less credits than me. Right, mate, you still haven't accepted this wing mission. What's... Are you struggling? That... I am not sure what to say. So you get the wing mission, you accept it, but nothing happens, is that right? Well, we'll cash this one in and we'll move on to the next one. So it does mean that your payout might be a little bit lower. So apologies for that, but I don't know what else we can do. You've tried relogging, I've reshared the wing mission. Nothing appears to be working. So we'll cash this one and we'll move on to the next. So I'm looking for battle weapons. I've got to cash these in the right order. So I'm going to take the engineering payout. Right, so you guys should now be able to accept your missions from the mission board. And now I'm going to share the personal weapons missions. So you should all receive an invite to accept that mission now. Let me know if you don't. Right, brilliant. So I need to cash it in first and then you guys can get it. So that is not that. Personal weapons. Shit, was it? It was a 1548 one, wasn't it? So not that one. And once again, I'm going to take the engineering payout because I need it. So you guys should now be able to cash that in. Next, I'm going to share marine equipment. Just waiting on Blood Helsing to accept that one. Now sometimes, just sometimes, the game will get stuck on the mission board when it comes to accepting wing missions. So rather than having to relog, all you need to do is activate your right hand panel, go to Engineers, and then exit back out, and you should be back on the main screen. So again, still just waiting for Blood Helsing to accept that mission. Okay, so if you want to use the engineer method that I just showed you, that should bring you back to a place where you can accept the mission. So how are you getting on there? Oh, brilliant, you've accepted it. Fantastic, sir. I am going to cash that in now. Marine equipment, and again I'm going to accept the engineering payout. Again, if you get stuck on the loading screen, just use the engineer's trick that I just showed you, and that is land enrichment systems. Right, there you go. Right, the next one should be another lot of personal weapons coming your way. Oh, it's going to end badly for somebody. personal weapons. So I'm going to take the money on this one because there is no engineering alternative. And then crop harvesters. Welcome to everyone just joining us this evening. Unfortunately, the giveaway is now closed. 3 lucky commanders have been accepted, and we are now cashing in all of the wing missions to make them significantly richer. However, I am going Thargoid scout hunting after this, so if you want to stick around, great. If you want to join me, even better. Or if you're just interested in what Thargoid scout hunting is, then again, you're in the right place. So there have been a few restarts on the stream this evening. Would appear that YouTube is playing silly buggers. So apologies if the stream does drop out. I'll simply restart it again, as I've had to do a few times this evening. So sharing landmines now. Just double check this was the 942 one. And last but not least, some more landmines. And there we have it, last 22 million in the bank. So, for at least 2 out of the 3, you should now be 127 million credits richer than when you first started. I think PJS projects, because one of you didn't land, you are going to be 100 million credits richer than when you started. Hopefully the credits help you out. That's the whole point of these streams, helping people out. And yeah, if you could drop me a like on this stream, that would be most appreciated. But I am going to go and kill some Thargoids. I'm going to remain in this open session. You certainly don't have to come. but I'm going to Shinrata Desra first to jump in a different ship, and then I am going to I've forgotten the name of it. Just get out of here and I'll check it on the screen.
Ship-to-ship collisions will result in a fine, Commander. Be careful.
Right, it is called, it begins with M. Does it? No, it's not that either. Where the hell is it? Okay, so I need to I need to figure out where the hell I'm going. Give me one moment. There it is, I thought it was. So. There you go, Mag Ek. Right, but first we've got to go home because I'm not taking this ship anywhere near a Thargoid. Yeah, no worries, Bloodhelsing. Just glad I could help out. As I say, I run these most weekends, not next weekend, that's a one-off. And then by the time I run this again, it'll be one day until the new update drops. So we'll have some fun then. I'm going to broadcast as soon as the chapter 3 drops. I'm going to broadcast some gameplay. I'm immediately going to try out some old money-making methods, see if they have come back through the dead, either through intent or by accident. So that, and then look for all new money-making opportunities. Oh well, never mind. You certainly don't have to come. It was just a suggestion. I'll see if anybody else is kicking about. My pleasure, I'm glad I could be of assistance. Do you know what? I have never done multi-crew. Yeah, I guess. I'll invite you to the ship once I'm in the ship I'm going to be using. And yeah, you're welcome to tag along. You can't do anything because I don't like it when people touch my stuff, but you're certainly welcome to watch. Plus, I don't think I have any turreted weapons that you could join in multi-crew, so you would just be sat there watching. Does a crate have a multi-crew seat? I think it does. Look how many bloody fines I've got from twatting ships on the way out of the mailbox. And this ship has a flipping bounty attached to it because I ran someone over. No. Caution, Commander, reckless flying. As you can clearly see, that Anaconda just bashed into me, so don't give me any shit about reckless flying.
Ship is on the ground. Commence power down. Greetings, Commander.
Oh, no, wrong button. Shit. Right, let's try that one again. Shipyard, not outfitting. Right, I need my Anaconda to get there. Where are you? There you are. Right, so we are going to the system Mag Ek. Don't know why my don't know why I didn't recognise it in my previously visited places, but nonetheless, I absolutely love the jump range on this ship. Getting anywhere is insanely quick, so it's somewhere between 79.33 and 82.84 light year jump range, depending on fuel load at the time. It means I can get the vast majority of places in the bubble in anywhere between 3 to 6 jumps, and I can make the Guardian sites in 9. Makes life way easier. Although the trade-off is this ship does not boost, so nothing happens quickly in this Anaconda. Actually, do you think it would be a good idea to buy? Unfortunately, my friend, you cannot buy stations either on a planet or in space. It's not that type of game. You can only buy ships. Now, you may hear people talking about home stations. That's simply a player putting all of their ships in one particular station. For example, my home station would be Jameson Memorial in Shinrata Desra. I don't own that station. I have no influence at that station. It's just where all of my stuff is. As a new player, I would concentrate on building my trade and explorer rank and getting some credits behind me and unlocking engineers. Those would be my 3 primary focuses, knowing what I know now. So as you can see, if anyone wants to join me this evening, either in a wing or just in general, you don't have to join a wing if you don't want to, please make your way over to the MAGEC M-A-G-E-C system. Once you get there, you want to go to the Acropolis megaship. You will find exceptionally near the sun. And we'll go and give some Thargoids a bad day. Yeah, I mean, those are good good things to trade in. However, well, it's up to you really. There's the Rubigo method. Again, that's not... Oh shit, too busy talking and not watching my throttle. And then the Sophis and Seos, those are good for building trade rank. Or you can do exactly what you're doing now and do the source and return missions. They are going to increase your trade rank. You've seen this evening, I spent 2 hours before tonight's stream pre-completing those source and return missions so I could share out the product. So that's how long. How do you give away credits? Unfortunately, the credit giveaway has ended for the evening, but I give them away via pre-completed trade source and return missions. So I think I ran about 7 source and return missions with the wing, invited people to them, and we shared the credits without the commanders having to lift a finger to do anything. Oh, thank you. I've been doing it for about a month now, so once a week on a Sunday I run a live stream at about 8 o'clock, give or take, where I give away at the very minimum 100 million in credits to 3 commanders. Although inevitably, I think I've only ever done the 100 million one once. I've given away 200 million, 150 million. Tonight it was 125, and then once it was just 100. But doesn't seem like a lot in this game. It's not overly difficult to make 100 million credits, but for some commanders, you know, it's a lifesaver. It gets you your first Python, it gets you your first crate, puts you on the way to an Imperial cutter or Federal corvette. It's just a helping leg up. Personally, if I didn't have too many credits and someone gave me 150 million, I would immediately buy a Python and put some decent kit on it. By that I mean a decent frameshift drive and a lot of cargo racks. But that's just me, and I'm not everyone. Yeah, well, I mean, it does help that I have got a cutter that can fit 784 tons of cargo. There are very few source and return missions that I cannot complete in 1, 2, or at a maximum 3 journeys to any given station. So I am in an advantageous position. I've been playing a long time as well, so I'd be glad to get out of these slow-ass clunky ships. So. Here she is, the Hudson, named after my favourite bug killer from Aliens, Hudson. Do you know what? I have owned the vast majority of ships in this game, but never ever ever have I owned a Cobra. Sounds odd, but it's true nonetheless. But yeah, here is my my crate, the Hudson, with the Aliens quote Hudson does. If depending on if you've seen the movie, that will or will not mean something to you, but I like it. Right, let's get over to the Acropolis and see what they've got in the way of Thargoid scout killing missions. As I said on the previous stream, and I did make a video about this last night, although you can find random encounters with Thargoids in Pleiades sectors systems, the only way to get a guaranteed encounter with these scouts is to visit one of the 2 Aegis megaships. And one is the Acropolis, which is where we are now, and the other is the name that I can't remember off the top of my head, which is in a system at the other side of the bubble. And these guys offer Thargoid scout hunting missions, a bit like bounty hunting missions, assassination missions, except for Thargoids. Yes, yeah, you're absolutely right, Rico. Could also be the ultimate bug killer. Could call the ship perhaps the Roughneck, or the Roger Young, if you really want to be super geeky. The other night, my autopilot crashed me into this ship, which was annoying. Yeah, my cutter's simply called the Big Truck, because all it does is haul cargo. I was intrigued by Down to Earth Astronomy's mining build, and I was half tempted to make one exactly the same. I would need to, of course, unlock mining lances, which is not overly difficult. But with all of the changes coming to mining in Q4, I'm not sure I want to spend a month unlocking mining lances, followed by maybe a couple of hours of material gathering for the required engineering. So I think I'm just going to hang fire and see what happens. I am looking forward to this rumoured, and I say rumoured because it is only a rumour, explorer ship that's going to be launched in Q4. No one knows what that is, and no one knows if it's even true. It might be a load of bollocks, but we'll see. Right, let me see. So nothing from here. Destroy the Thargoid scout threat, but I need to be friendly to accept that mission. It's a pain in the ass. I am not taking on a Cyclops. That's not going to happen. And I'm not taking on that Cyclops either. Oh, actually, these are not bad source and return missions, but I'm not interested in source and return at the moment. I'm interested in destroy the Thargoid threat. Bollocks. Right, I'm just going to have to board hop, but I'll go back into open. Can you kill Thargoid scouts with normal weapons? You absolutely can. I made a video on it yesterday detailing 3 builds. The build that I'm running now, a different build that I wasn't really fond of, and a build where I just took my Federal Corvette, and what happens when you use ordinary weapons. And the answer is quite a lot. You can kill them relatively easy. I killed 20 Cyclopses today. Well, I have killed 0 Cyclopses so far. Lots of Cyclopses have killed me now. I've got to get the hang of doing it. I haven't managed it yet. To be fair, I've seen enough videos on YouTube to know it's not that difficult. But I have. Friday was the first time I ever engaged a Thargoid ever. I've entirely ignored them up until 2 days ago. So it's all new to me. No, and I'm not taking on a Basilisk either. Oh, scouts. Here we go. Perfect. So destroy the scout threat. So accept. I'm going to switch back into open. Where is it? Okay, let's find the target system this way. What scale does rescue missions count towards? Because I'm already elite in both trade and explorer. It's just my combat rank that I'm working on, because I've never really been overly interested in combat. I've gotten good at it to make sure I don't get my ass kicked, but I've not been interested in doing it that much. I need the nav beacon because I don't have a discovery scanner on this ship. Yeah, I mean these mega ships, as far as I know, are going to be here for a week, and I could go to the station and run boom data delivery missions to rep up, but I don't want to. All I wanted to do was kill a few Thargoids because I haven't done it before. But that being said, it's not that bad. Perhaps something decent will happen in this system, making rep important in the future. So maybe I should. But for now, I'm just going to go squish some bugs. Right, so where are they now? Don't be like 4 million. Brilliant, not too bad. Had a system the other day where the target system was 2 million light seconds away. That was not funny. I did not laugh. See you later, Commander. Thanks for tuning in, and hopefully I'll catch you in the next live stream. Yeah, it's not too bad when when you know the mission that you go into as 1.8, you can prepare for it. But when you're accepting a mission with a target that appears after the fact, it's a pain in the ass. Yeah, put Netflix on or similar. I often, like for example, when I was collecting up the goods for the wing missions that I gave away this evening, I watch a couple of movie channels. Watch Mojo, Looper, and CinemaSins. They help pass the time great. Right, so in terms of loadout on this ship, I'll just run through it now. So we've got one large turreted beam laser. Now, this isn't intended to cause damage to Thargoids. It might do a little bit, but the only reason this is on the ship is that thermal vent. And that basically means I can spam out these multi-cannons and these railguns. Their proper name's Gauss cannon, but they're railguns. And this keeps this ship nice and cool, and I don't have to aim that weapon. It's turret, so it just stays on target, and I can entirely ignore it, not have to pay any attention to it. Next thing I've got are these... oh shit, I've got the plasma charges on. I didn't swap out for the multi-cannons. Bollocks. Bollocks, bollocks, bollocks. Okay, that's going to be a little bit harder than I first anticipated, because I haven't got my multi-cannons on. I left these stupid flipping plasma charges on. How many? 5. Okay, I can deal with that. So in theory, I should have 2 AX turreted multi-cannons that just blast the shit out of Thargoids without me having to pay attention to what's going on. The only thing I have to aim are the Gauss cannons, which is relatively easy to do. I'm disappointed in myself I didn't check that before I left. Now the good thing about this build is if you can land a shot from each, you can kill the scouts in one hit, but it's exceptionally difficult to do. We'll see how I get on. I might end up going back to swap out for the multi-cannons. Loop of shame, loop of shame. Oh. Oh. And decontamination limpets as well. I've forgotten to pick up limpets. Oh well, give me something to do while my frame shift is sorting itself out. Right, so PvP experience, yes, I would say resistances are way more important than outright shield strength in PvP. It doesn't, I'll be honest, it doesn't take that much to take down shields in PvP, but if your opponent has got a flat 50% across the board, yes, you're going to have to put a lot more shots into them to kill them. So I would say that resistances are far more important than raw shield strength. I'm so disappointed that I haven't got these multi-cannons. I think I might have transferred them back to Shinrata Desra as well. Fuck's sake. Right, here we go. We're in the thick of it. Thing of having to aim both at the same time. Are you good. And of course, as you can see, that beam laser not hardly doing any damage, but what it is doing is keeping my weapons nice and cool. Which is exactly the way I planned it. I'm aware that my shields just went down. Come on, shields. And there goes the canopy as well. This has been a little shit to fight this one. Come on, shields. Let's pop the shield cell bank as well. Oh, well, that wasn't at all stressful. Right. Read some of these chats. Yeah.
Caustic substance neutralized.
You're damn right. It's this is not the setup I thought was on the ship. I thought I had my multi-cannons on, which would make this made this battle far quicker, and I wouldn't have come out of it with 36% bloody hull either. Just slightly embarrassing, but nonetheless, we are where we are. It is what it is, and I've got one more Thargoid to kill. Yeah, I know. I genuinely thought that my AX multi-cannons were still attached to this ship, but they're not. I did not know that the plasma chargers were still on. I was sure I'd take them off. I only put the plasma chargers on for the video that I made yesterday. But I've only got one more to kill. And I'm going to keep my shields this time as well, because kind of my own fault for not keeping a check. Come on, where are they?
Scan detected.
Shit. Holy shit, 7 of them. Okay. Well, let's go. Come on. Come on. How did that fucking miss? Thank God. That's painful. Going to pop to the station first to see if I have transferred my AX multi-cannons back. I think I have. Which will be exceptionally frustrating, but still. Evening, Dean. How are you doing this evening? Thank you for joining us. Unfortunately, the giveaway has ended now, but I am killing Thargoids, gaining some relatively easy combat rank, although I didn't make it look easy from the absolute shit show of aiming that I just did there. Good news is, if I have sent them back to Shinra to Desra, there is a station one jump away. I can go and pick some up. Sell these stupid flipping plasma chargers. So the large Thargoids, so the ones you will have seen from the videos, Cyclops being the first one to appear, followed by the Interceptor, followed by the Basilisk, and then followed by the Medusa. They are exceptionally difficult to kill. In fact, there are very few people that could kill a Medusa variant Thargoid by themselves, although it has been done. Cyclopses do appear easier to do, although I haven't actually done that myself yet. I only started battling Thargoids myself 3 days ago, just because I haven't yet. Thought it might be worth a go. But these little scout ships that I'm battling here, yes, they are relatively easy to kill, thankfully. Even for a person like me, who is not the best at aiming.
Landing completed. Deploying ground crew.
First of all, let's... Excuse me. Right, well, I'm selling these because I don't want them anymore. I can buy them again if I need to, but for the right now, they're coming off. Now look, I have transferred them out. Bollocks. Right, so the Thargoid scouts, the smaller ones that I am fighting at the moment, regular weapons can harm them. You don't need anything special. Although AX weapons are better, regular weapons also work. The large ones, no, only AX weapons will work on them. Right, I just need to click onto here, so I need LHS 391. HS391.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, I'll watch that myself. To be fair, because I'm interested in being able to kill Cyclopses. I'm sure I would be able to do it, but I just haven't done it yet. I think the problem is I get too gun happy on them. I don't take my time. Where am I going? Roddenberry Relay. So once again, folks, I'm not sure if you can hear me, but my internet is telling me that the stream is dropping out again. So if it does drop out, I'm not going to restart it, but I am going to say thank you for joining. I am going to be around all next week to cover Gamescom, but I won't be running the giveaway next weekend because I'm going to be out and about doing personal stuff. Nope, looks like I'm still here for now. It could be my router crapping out. Who knows? Looks like I'm still with you.
Lacey Sierra Hotel India. Please check your speed on approach to this facility. Access granted. Clear to land at docking bay 07. You are approved for automated docking.
So always remember, go back to your advanced maintenance to fix your ship's integrity, because if that goes down to 0, that means you are missing 30% of your ship's armor value.
Restraints released. Clear for departure.
Frameshift drive charging.
So it looks like you're all still with me, so the stream didn't drop out entirely. So I think I'm going to accept one more Thargoid mission, kill some more scouts. I was hoping to get my my rank up to 35% this evening. We'll see, and then I'm going to call it for the evening. So these fire groups out next. Don't need those. All I need is these. Eliminate that. Fake, no one can give away credits. I think the video proof. Go and watch the stream, my friend. You absolutely can give away credits. All you do is complete wing missions by yourself, absorb all of the cost of buying the goods for the wing mission, source and return, and then share them with wing friends. If you're interested on how I did that, please feel free to watch the stream from the beginning, and you will see exactly how it's done. Cyclops, nope. Looking for scout missions only. Well, here you go. Destroy the Thargoid scout threat. That's what we want.
Released. Engines engaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Need that nav beacon, but I've got to be careful to stay out the exclusion zone of that neutron star as well. Scan the nav beacon, pick up the location. Fingers crossed it's not a ridiculous amount of light seconds away.
Incoming mission critical accident.
4,000, that's not bad at all. It's right next to a station in case it goes tits up, so we can go and repair.
Drive charging.
Looks like Renato Moo didn't have too much more to say after he figured out that it's giveaways are not fake. I do them every week, so I've fooled a lot of people. So you'll see the difference once I slap these multi-cannons on versus the bloody plasma charges that I was using. How much quicker it is to mass through them. How many have we got to kill this time? 6. So the mission for this one is to not take any caustic damage. I know I'm going to kill them, that's a given now, I've got my proper setup, but I'd love to do it without taking any caustic damage whatsoever. Let's see if that's possible. It is possible, let's see if I can do it. So the signal sources are coming from this planet. It's going to be difficult to orbit this with these rings. Now up to full throttle. So now we basically sit and orbit this planet until we get the mission objective marker. Come on, game. Spit it out.
Mission objective detected.
Right, let's kick some ass. Oh, without ripping my earphone out. There you go, attempt number 2. Scan this guy, see if we can't get any data off him. Nothing. Right, you screwed this time. One gone. Two gone.
destroyed. Caustic
Ah, caustic damage, of course it bloody is.
target destroyed.
3 down. Four down.
Destroyed.
See how much easier it is with the right equipment. I need to synthesize some limpets to get rid of this caustic damage. I know it's when you've got the right kit, it's insanely quick to kill them.
Taking damage. Taking damage. Caustic substance neutralized. Frameshift drive charging.
And all we do is jump back into Super Cruise, wait for the next mission. I think we've got 2 more to kill. And that's it, we're done. Yeah, 4 of 6. Problem is, with all our speed has been zapped by the gravity of the planet, so we're barely moving. Just gonna face away, try and build up some momentum.
Mission objective detected.
Oh, there you go. We don't need to.
Frameshift anomaly detected.
Yes, it's 100% recommended to have turreted AX multis. Where are they? Yeah, combination of... shit, that was my own fault. Combination of Gauss cannon and multis is the ultimate scout killer.
Target destroyed. Incoming mission critical.
I might as well mop these last two up for the rank anyway, even though my mission is complete.
Target destroyed.
It's not even difficult anymore. And I did it without taking any caustic damage whatsoever. Get in. Okay, well if you haven't been to any Guardian sites, that's not a problem. If you wanted to take part in the scout missions, I recommend that you buy and engineer some regular turreted multi-cannons, preferably put overcharged modification on them, and then buy some railguns and put the long-range modification on them. Now they won't be as effective as AX multi-cannons and AX Guardian Gauss cannons, you know, they are very specialist weapons, but they're not that far wrong either. You could do, if you check the video that I made yesterday, you'll see that regular multi-cannons and lasers do in fact damage them, and you can kill them relatively easy. But my recommendation would be multi-cannons and railguns in place of AX weapons. Right. Yeah, I don't see why not. I'm not sure if I would use fixed, only because, well, depending on how good you are, you might be awesome. But probably 50% of your shots are going to miss the target because they are slippery little bastards. So okay, turreted might be less powerful per shot, but you're landing anywhere between 80 to 90% of your shots on target. So in terms of sheer damage per second, turreted are the better option in my opinion. However, that is just my opinion. I do acknowledge that I suck with fixed weapons.
Landing gear deployed. Successful. Engines disengaged. Hull repaired.
So here we are, we have reached the end of this evening's stream. Thank you very much for everyone that took the time to join in and sticking with me through the multiple stream crashes of this evening. Next week I will be covering Gamescom, where Frontier are set to announce more details about Chapter 3. I won't be doing a giveaway next weekend because I'm doing some personal stuff, but I will be covering the launch of Chapter 3 on the 28th of August, live streaming it. I imagine a lot of you will be playing it, but if you want to join me, please feel free to do so. But until then, thank you very much for joining me. Have a good evening, everybody.